is getting cut off here. Hi. Let me back up a little bit. So, welcome to the embodied feminine self-care practice of the week. So for this practice today, I want to bring in some different movement patterns that are really, really amazing for not only connecting with your pelvis and your yoni and your sacrum and this whole area, but it's also amazing for like beginning to stir up the energies in our pelvis as women, to like stir up the sexual energy, the creative energy, the life force energy that's there, so that we can have access to more of this in our bodies and in our lives. So the practice this week is actually very, very simple, and you can go ahead and do it right along with me if you'd like. And it involves having like an area on the floor or on the bed where you will eventually be up in a tabletop position. So like a yoga mat on the floor is perfect. So this is also a little practice that is amazing to do with a jade egg inside of you if you have one. Really, all of these embodied feminine self-care practices are enhanced with a jade egg in you. But especially this one, because we're going to be like doing circles and doing spinal waves, and the yoni is like the foundation, like the base of the rest of everything here, like the spine, all of the organs. And when we're bringing extra focus and attention there through having a jade egg inside of us, not only does it bring more grounding and more centered and more connectedness, but it just helps us to feel like more integrated into the rest of the body. So if you have a yoni egg and you want to do the practices with this, you're super, super welcome. These are also some of the most simple and basic practices that I teach with a yoni egg, aside from some of the other ones which I will be sharing with you later in this group this week. Okay. So let's get rolling. I'm going to get my timer because I'm really trying to keep these to 5 minutes. Okay, so we're actually going to start. I'm just going to move myself back a little bit. We're going to start like this, with the butt on the floor and the hands behind us. And then you're going to inhale and you're going to press your yoni towards the floor. And at the same time, you really want to like open and soften and relax your yoni, almost like she's like going downwards to the earth to receive the earth's energy. And at the same time, you're lifting your heart, you're lifting your breast, you're just creating this expansive openness from the yoni through the rest of the body. Inhaling here, and then as you exhale, you're curling your tailbone in and squeezing your yoni together. And then the inhale, you're really expanding, feeling your yoni opening down to the earth. Exhale, drawing everything together, squeezing your yoni like she's trying to suck up earth energy into her. Inhale, expanding out. Exhale, squeezing your yoni, contracting in. And just doing this a couple of more times with your own rhythm, with your own breath at your own pace. The speed is not what's important here. What's important is that you're really, really staying tuned in with your yoni, with your vagina, with your whole womb space as you're doing this. So like these exercises can be done very mechanically, like this, not really, with not so much awareness. Or you can really set your intention to stay with your yoni. To let her be the one that drives all of these movements. Deep breath, welcoming sound. 3 more. yogis. And now we're going to come on to hands and knees in a tabletop position. Okay. And for those of you who are yoginis, this will be very familiar to you. We're going to drop the belly, open the butt, open the yoni, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the breasts, and you're really spreading your yoni wide, opening her so she can receive as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you're squeezing the yoni inwards as you come into this cat pose, feeling everything contract into your yoni as if all of your whole being is contracting to the yoni. And then inhale, let her be free, open the yoni, lift your heart, lift your breast, smiling to your yoni. Exhale, squeezing the yoni together. And just continuing to flow like this at your own pace. Again, your yoni is like what's dictating all of these movements here. Like she's in the driver's seat right now. And now we're just going to make some hip spirals in one direction, still having your attention on your yoni and noticing what speed. So sometimes it can be really fast, you can really feel the yoni, but sometimes like really, really slowly and mindfully. If you have an egg inside of you, it's like you're churning your whole pelvis, your whole body, your whole being around this egg, around the center of your vagina. And then going in the other direction. Breathing deeply into your yoni as you do this. And now just taking a couple of seconds of like a freestyle movement. But again, your attention is on your yoni. So it's like your yoni is the start of every movement that comes in your body. And there's absolutely no right or wrong way to move. This is like giving your yoni freedom and expression to be and to move, to sound exactly how she wants to, giving her a voice, giving her a seat in your life. And allowing it to be a little sensual, so feeling it, like maybe even feeling a little sexy in your own skin, just delighting in your own movements of your yoni, your hips. And then you can drop your hips towards your heels and come into a child's pose. And when you're here in this child's pose, let's take about 5 really, really deep breaths into the yoni, letting her be really, really soft and relaxed as you breathe into her. Last breath, smiling into her, really feeling the life force, the breath, the chi, kissing your yoni as you breathe in. And as you exhale, softening, relaxing your whole yoni. Just giving your butt a little bit of a shake. And that is our feminine self-care practice of the week. So Yeah, as always, sisters, I really back up a little bit. I really recommend to do this practice as much as you can, almost every day. This was like a 5 minute practice, okay, like a 6.5, 7 minute practice, but still, it doesn't take a whole lot. Like just tuning in with this for 5 minutes, drawing the breath deeply down into the body, bringing in different kinds of movements, letting sound come through, and it can be very intuitive. It doesn't need to look a certain way, it doesn't need to sound a certain way. The amazing thing about feminine self-care and bringing it to this embodied level is that you get to do what your body and what your yoni want you to do. Like, it's not prescribed. Um, so yeah, comment below, let me know what you thought of this practice, how you experienced it. If you have any questions, you can always share those in the comments below as well. And, you know, I really feel that doing practices like this, that embodying our sexuality and our femininity and bringing our love and bringing our attention into our womb space, into the whole yoni and pelvis, this is how we gain direct access to our most authentic power as women. And we fucking need that now in our world more than ever. You know, this has been stripped from us as women for hundreds or actually thousands of years. And I've just been feeling lately that it's like, it's so amazingly simple how we reconnect as women, how we start to access this power again. This power that I really believe changes the world and changes the earth and has massive ripple effects on all of humanity and our children and our families. And it starts right here with your female body, with my female body, and it starts with us especially doing it here together and supporting each other and cheering each other on. So if you enjoyed this, devote to doing it a couple of times this week or almost every day if you would like to. And I'm also going to be going live in this group, J Temple Sisterhood, for the next 4 days to share about the jade egg practice. So I've been getting back into my jade egg practice like super intensely lately, and every time I do it, I'm just like, oh my God, like, how can I feel this good after it? Like, how can a practice like this just ground me so deeply and bring me back to my center, back to my core, back to my radiance, so that I'm not like being needy and seeking these things outside of myself, but I'm really coming back to me, to what I know helps me to feel lit up from the inside out and connected and grounded and centered and clear both in my mind and in my body and my energy system. So I'm really excited to share with you all about these practices, about this practice, the Jade Egg practice, and some of the practices that go along with it, because it has absolutely, like without a doubt, changed every single aspect of my life, of my body, of my sexuality, of my relationships. And I know I'm not the only one. I see this in so many women who I have worked with, who I have been on similar journeys with, and to me it's one of the most easily accessible tools that we have as women to create a new relationship with our female bodies and to clear away the shit that is preventing us from being radiant and light and serving and living and loving in the world in the ways that we are most meant to. Plus, it brings in a lot of pleasure and sensation and sensitivity and expanded orgasmic capacities and so much more that I'll be sharing about as well. So I hope you'll join me. You can set the notifications on for this group if you want to tune in over the next 4 days. I don't have a specific time that I'm going to go live because I like my days to be a little bit more fluid, and I know that we're all over the world in different places anyways. So I'll definitely be here live 4 days in a row. And if you have any questions about the jade egg, anything at all that you want me to answer, or even anything about how the jade egg might pertain to a certain like sexual issue or body issue or something that you're experiencing, you can definitely either comment here or comment on some of the other posts that I've made about the jade egg in this group, and I will definitely answer your questions. So I am wishing you so much love and beauty and abundance for your day. Hope you are feeling so, so well in these crazy, intense times that we are in. And yeah, let's just give our yonis one more breath, one more smile before tuning out. I love you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being a courageous woman on this path. See you soon.